Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Akash BR and I'm a student of Sri Venkateswara College of Engineering, Bangalore. My USN ID is 23IS1584. Yeah, we learn about mechanical engineering and waste management. Today's topic is physics. Let's learn about applied physics. The topic is physics of animation. Agenda. Yeah, introduction and the basic principles of animation, Newton's law of motion, gravity in animation, motion and kinematics, the role of friction, pendulum motion in animation, fluid dynamics in animation, sound and physics, special effects and physics, challenges in physics based animation, future trends. Introduction. Animation is captivating form of visual storytelling that brings characters and narratives to life through a sequence of images or frames. Its significance lies in the ability to convey complex ideas, emotions, and stories in a visually compelling manner. Whether in films, video games, or educational content, animation transcends language barriers and engages audiences of all ages. Physics plays a crucial role in creating realistic animations by providing the underlying principles that govern motion, gravity, and interactions within the animated world. Basic principles of animation. The basic principles of animation form the foundation for bringing characters and scenes to life, squash, and stretch. Involves deforming objects to simulate their elasticity, adding a sense of weight and flexibility. Anticipation. The anticipation emphasizes the importance of preparing the audience for an upcoming action, enhancing the overall impact. Timing dictates the pace of movements, contributing to the animation's rhythm and flow. These principles, along with others like follow through and arcs, guide animators in creating fluid and convincing motions that captivate viewers. Mastery of these principles ensures that animated characters and elements feel dynamic, natural, and emotionally resonant, enriching the storytelling experience. Newton's law of motion. The Newton's law of motion, which is formulated by the Sir Isaac Newton, are fundamental principles that govern the motion of objects. The first law, often called the law of inertia, states that an object at rest will stay at rest and an object in motion will stay in motion unless acted upon by an external force. The second law relates force, mass, and acceleration, stating that the force acting on an object is equal to the mass of the object multiplied by its acceleration. The third law asserts that for every action there is an equal and an opposite reaction. Together, these laws provide a comprehensive framework for understanding and predicting the behavior of objects in motion, serving as a cornerstone for animators to create realistic and dynamic movement in their animations. Gravity in animation. The gravity, which plays a pivotal role in animation by influencing the natural movement of objects and characters. Animators simulate various gravitational effects to add realism to their creations. When depicting characters jumping or falling, animators consider the constant acceleration due to the gravity, adjusting the timing and spacing of frames to mirror the laws of physics accurately. Gravity also affects secondary motions like hair and clothing, contributing to a more authentic portrayal of weight and masses. By carefully manipulating the influence of gravity, animators breathe life into their creations, ensuring the movements align with the natural forces at play, ultimately enhancing the audience's immersion in the animated world. Motion and kinematics. This is not new for us because in motion and kinematics we have learned from our childhood. Motion and kinematics are foundational concepts in animation, defining the way objects move and interact within a given space. Animators leverage these principles to create realistic movements by understanding the intricacies of motion, such as speed, direction, and acceleration. Kinematics, which focuses on the mathematical description of motion, aids animators in precisely choreographing sequences by applying these concepts. Animators can ensure that characters and objects move believably, maintaining consistency with the laws of physics. The thoughtful integration of motion and kinematics allows for the creation of dynamic, visually engaging animations that resonate with audiences through their authenticity and fluidity. The role of friction. Friction in animation refers to the force that resists that relative motion or tendency of such motion between two surfaces. Animators strategically incorporate friction to add authenticity and nuance to movements. For instance, when a character walks on different surfaces like ice or sand, animators consider the varying levels of friction to depict realistic strides and adjustments in a game. In interactions between characters and objects, friction is instrumental in simulating the resistance and traction that influence the natural dynamics of the scene. By thoughtfully manipulating friction, animators bring a tactile quality and to their creations, making movements appear grounded and responsive to the environment, thereby enhancing the overall realism. Pendulum motion in animation. A pendulum motion. Pendulum motion, which is characterized by the rhythmic back and forth swing of an object under the influence of gravity, finds application in animation to create dynamic and visually appealing effects. Animators often utilize pendulum motion principles to simulate realistic movements, such as the swinging of a character's limbs, a pendulum like motion in hair, or the controlled oscillation of objects like a hanging lamp. This technique adds a natural fluidity to animations, contributing to the lifelike quality of characters and elements, whether conveying a character's mood through a subtle gestures or enhancing the visual interest of an environment. The incorporation of pendulum motion enriches the animation, making it more captivating and authentic. Fluid dynamics in animation. Animating realistic fluid dynamic involves intricate simulations to replicate the movement of liquids in Frozen 2. The Enchanted Rivers showcases stunning fluid animations with accurate flow and behavior. Video games like Uncharted 4 utilize advanced fluid dynamics for realistic water effects, creating immersive environments with dynamically flowing rivers and convincing water interactions. These examples highlight how animators leverage fluid dynamics to bring a heightened sense of realism to both cinematic and gaming experiences. Sound and as well as physics. Sound integration in animation relies on physics, principles like acoustics and wave propagation. In Top Story, the clinking of toys follows realistic sound physics, enhancing the tactile sense of the animated world. In games like The Last of Us Part 2, spatial audio design uses principles of sound reflection to immerse players in dynamic and lifelike environment. These applications of physics in sound contribute to a more authentic and engaging animation experience, enriching the overall sensory impact. Special effects and physics. Physics is crucial in animating special effects, adding realism to explosions, fire, and other dynamic elements. I think you guys have watched the movie like Avatar. The Avatar, the use of physics in the explosion effects brings authenticity to the chaos of battle scenes. In animated series like Dragon Ball Z, the energy blasts adhere to physics principles, creating visually stunning and believable effects. By applying principles of fluid dynamics, thermodynamics, and light propagations, animators to achieve captivating and physically accurate special effects, elevating the overall impact of the animation. Challenges in physics based animation. Animators often grapple with challenges in implementing physics principles, such as the computational complexity of simulating realistic physics in real time animations. Advances in computer processing power and simulation algorithms have mitigated these challenges, enabling more sophisticated physics based animations. Additionally, the integration of machine learning and AI has allowed for predictive modeling, enhancing the efficiency and accuracy of physics simulation. These technological strides empower animators to overcome complexities and deliver more convincing and seamless animations that adhere to the laws of physics. Future trends. Emerging technologies in physics based animation, including real time physics simulation, AI driven dynamic systems, and advanced rendering techniques. The future promises even more realistic animations through the integration of haptic feedback for a tactile dimension and the adoption of quantum computing for unparalleled simulation precision. As technology evolves, physics will play an increasingly integral role in shaping the next generation of immersive and lifelike animated experience, pushing the boundaries of what is visually and physically possible in the world of animation. Thank you.